Hello YouTube, it's late. I have to start the work week tomorrow morning, and I just couldn't get sleep. I had to make this video. This is a video response to MCCon 2112's video called Hard Times, and Jack Luck also was involved in that video. What I have to say, yeah, I've been thinking about the same thing, and I'm thinking about it a lot since I saw that video. I think it's a really good subject. The rain's pounding down here. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's pretty loud here. The lighting's not very good either, and it's so dark. I don't really want to adjust it. I was going to say this and get to bed. But yeah, I've been thinking about this, and some of us are going to be able to ride out the storm. In my case, right now I'm only making minimum wage. It's not like I'm making a lot of money, but I live cheap. I have an apartment that's pretty nice, and it's pretty cheap, and it includes my water and my heating and my cable TV. Not that I watch television very much, but it's kind of nice to have. I don't have a car. I just, use a taxi if I have to. Otherwise, I just kind of carpool. So I get a ride to work and back with one of my coworkers. I'll just pay him a little bit, towards the gas. So I live very inexpensively, and I have a job. This business, I can't go into details. I've sworn not to reveal the secrets of this place, but I'm working in a place in fiberglass that has a lot of innovative solutions, concepts for fiberglass. That means that it has a strong future, and the intentions of the company are to hire quite a few people within the next year. So it's expanding. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of chance for growth within the company. Those of us that are there are basically being trained to become supervisors for people who will come in the future. So there's a lot of opportunities there, and it looks very much like I'm very lucky. Just as my last job ended, and on what would have been my last day of my last job, I get a new job. When all these companies are going under, more and more people losing work, everyone's looking for jobs and can't find them, and this is my luck. I have good luck sometimes I have bad luck, but I always have weird luck. In this case, I consider myself to be very fortunate to have this job. So, my sister as well, she has a nice job in an office for a power company, and it looks, knock on wood, it looks pretty safe as well. So we'll at least be able to ride out the storm. Some other people who are very close to us, it doesn't look like they may have the easy time. Some people are unable to find work. They're willing, they're good people, they're good workers, they cannot find work. And more people are getting laid off all the time, and we're just about to head into a real depression. And already experts are calling it the Great Recession, because the political leaders don't want it to be referred to as depression. They don't want that word depression being used, so they're calling it the Great Recession. But it's about to become a really serious depression. So anyway, yeah, I live fairly cheap. So if I have to, I will willingly, support anyone who close to me, close friends or family. This will be a real test of the heart. There's people who talk the talk all the time of being good and being decent and being compassionate because they go to church every Sunday or whatever, but this will be the test. The people who have and who give, or who try to make out that they don't have and they don't want to give. This will be the real test of who the real human beings are. And I'm nervous. I'm really nervous and thinking about what everyone's going to go through. And some people are going to have to go through the full brunt of this depression. I mean, unless something happens to curb it, that could happen, but it looks like we're going to head into it. And some people, like I say, are really going to go through a hellish experience. Some of us there will be lucky that we'll be able to kind of ride out the storm. But as we do, we'll have an obligation to help out other people. I have a bad memory, but I've read a lot of incidents in history, a lot of different cases where a family cannot make it through the winter. They don't have what they need to make it through a tough winter, and so in the culture, the neighborhood, they help them out and give them the food they need. Not because those people wouldn't like to have that extra food, but they don't need it to survive, so they give it to the family who does. So those of us that can give, Schindler's List. I didn't think it was a great film. It was the subject matter I felt that was powerful, not the film. But I teared up at the end. The whole time I was just thinking about what the Jews actually really went through. The film itself didn't, touch me so much, just, the subject. But I was moved. I teared up at the end the first time I saw it when the guy's looking at these rings, and this ring, this could have saved, 2 more children. And you think about our valued possessions, things that mean a lot to us for some sentimental reason, maybe even materialistic reason when we say sentimental. And think about it. And what if death came to the door and came in and said, "Give me your ring, this ring that means a lot to you." Yeah, and I won't take the life of a small child, but don't say anything, and I'll leave. And you can keep the ring, and I'll take the life of the small child. Oh, I mean, what kind of heartless person would you have to be? You'd say, take the ring, I mean, would it hurt to give away something that meant that much to you? It might be surprising how little it really means when it comes down to it. And the thing about television, we're shown like what African children can go through. We can change the channel and just put it out of our heads. But if this depression happens, it's going to be all around us, and it's already started. Tent cities and stuff popping up around the place. I mean, we're going to be witnessing this around us, so we're not going to be able to just change the channel. And again, who are the real human beings, and who are the ones that just talk the talk because it makes them sound good? Well, this will be the real chance. So anyway, yeah, I don't have a whole lot to add. I just wanted to say that I don't put a lot of money into things. Like I say, I don't make a lot, but I don't have a very expensive lifestyle. I mostly just put my money towards DVDs and DVD players. And I think DVDs are going to hang on. Mark my words. I don't know if Blu-ray is going to be wiped out or not, but I'm predicting DVDs are going to survive because people aren't going to be able to afford to update their whole DVD libraries after upgrading from VHS to Blu-ray. Not now. No. So I'm predicting the DVD is going to survive through this whole thing. Just want to say that. So yeah, in the city and big areas, we have a lot of people who are so cold. I lived in the city for a while, and I wouldn't know the names of my neighbors. And if I went to say hello to them, they'd turn away. I'm very cold. People are very divided from each other in very heavily populated areas. So I think some people are going to realize the real meaning of the word culture. It's going to be a real learning experience. And people who would seem selfish or they keep to themselves are going to learn to be compassionate and to give. I think we're going to learn what kind of human beings we are, and we're going to learn what kind of human beings our neighbors are. I think on the whole, when times are at the darkest, humanity is at its brightest. So I don't really know what else to say to this other than I wish you all good luck through this thing, and peace.